Mara learned early that endings announce themselves, not with thunder or tears, but with small changes people didn't notice in the mirror. A pause before a laugh. A desk cleared one drawer at a time. Shoes placed by the door a little too neatly. She worked at a neighborhood bus station café, pouring coffee and remembering names. The place smelled like toast and rain-soaked jackets. People came through every day, students heading back to school, parents visiting relatives, workers chasing better hours somewhere else. Mara watched hands more than faces. Hands told the truth. They hesitated when signing receipts. They folded napkins and unfolded them again. They gripped cups as if holding on could slow time. It wasn't magic, it was practice. Her father had taught her without knowing it. He packed lunches with care when he lost his job, adding notes he'd never written before. He hugged her longer on mornings he said he'd be late. 2 weeks later, he moved out of the apartment, promising calls that came less often than the mail. Mara noticed the signs then, and began collecting them, like stamps from places people didn't stay. One morning, Jonah came in for his usual black coffee. He joked about the rain, paid in exact change, and wiped the counter where his elbow rested. Mara felt it before he said anything. "New route?" she asked. He smiled, surprised. "Yeah, out west. Better pay." She poured his coffee to the brim. "You'll like the sunsets." He nodded, eyes shining, and left a tip larger than usual. At lunch, a woman named Leela lingered over soup, staring at her phone. Mara brought bread without being asked. Leela looked up, grateful and tired. "Last day?" she said gently. Leela's shoulders dropped. "They're closing my department." Mara listened. She always did. Sometimes seeing a goodbye meant standing in it with someone until it felt less heavy. The hardest one was for herself. Her mother's health had been changing. Missed calls, the way she labeled leftovers, the careful way she spoke about the future. Mara started taking earlier shifts so she could visit after work. She noticed the signs and chose to not look away. On the day her mother moved to assisted living, Mara packed the car. They drove slowly, talking about old neighbors and favorite movies. At the door, her mother squeezed her hand. "You always know when to say it," her mother said. Mara hugged her. "I know when to stay, too."